let's put this title Madden NFL 26. There you go. And then this will go to Twitch. Then I have to leave it like that. There you go. Alright, so I'll make sure something. Let's go and see. Okay. Alright guys, yeah, let's go on. I'm gonna start reading my Bible, probably reading out loud so you guys can hear it. It's a Catholic Bible, that's what I have. I'm Catholic Christian. Alright. Okay. The Lord is good. Love Jesus. Alright, so I'm here. Let me see something. Alright, so we're gonna start with the Bible. I believe we're on Expulsion from Eden right now. Now the snake was the most cunning of all the wild animals that the Lord God had made. He asked the woman, "Did God really say, 'You shall not eat from any of the trees in the garden?'" The woman answered the snake, "We may eat of the fruit of the trees in the garden. It is only about the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden that God said, 'You shall not eat it, or even touch it, or else you will die.'" But the snake said to the woman, "You certainly will not die. God knows well that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like gods, who know good and evil." The woman saw that the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eyes, and the tree was desirable for gaining wisdom. So she took some of its fruit and ate of it. And she also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together and made loincloths for themselves. When they heard the sound of the Lord God walking about in the garden at the breezy time of the day, the man and his wife hid themselves from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. The Lord God then called to the man, and the Lord God then called to the man and asked him, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in the garden, but I was afraid, because I was naked, so I hid." Then God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I had forbidden you to eat?" The man replied, "The woman whom you put here with me, she gave me fruit from the tree, so I ate it." The Lord God then asked the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman answered, "The snake tricked me, so I ate it." Then the Lord God said to the snake, "Because you have done this, cursed are you among all the animals, tame or wild. On your belly you shall crawl, and dust you shall eat all the days of your life. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. It will strike at your head, while you strike at their heel." To the woman, he said, "I will intensify your toil. In childbearing, in pain, you shall bring forth children, yet your urge shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you." To the man he said, "Because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree about which I commanded you, you shall not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you, and toil you shall eat its yield all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles it shall bear for you, and you shall eat the grass of the field. By the sweat of your brow you shall eat bread until you return to the ground from which you were taken. For you are dust, and to dust you shall return." The man gave his wife the name Eve, because she was the mother of all the living. The Lord God made for the man and his wife garments of skin, with which he clothed them. Then the Lord God said, "See, the man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Now what if he also reaches out his hand to take fruit from the tree of life, and eats of it, and lives forever?" The Lord God therefore banished him from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from which he had been taken. He expelled the man, stationing the cherubim and the fiery revolving sword east of the Garden of Eden to guard the way to the tree of life. Cain and Abel. The man had intercourse with his wife Eve, and she conceived and gave birth to Cain, saying, I have produced a male child with the help of the Lord. Next, she gave birth to his brother Abel. Abel became a herder of flocks, and Cain a tiller of the ground. In the course of time, Cain brought an offering to the Lord from the fruit of the ground, while Abel, for his part, brought the fatty portion of the firstlings of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry and dejected. Then the Lord said to Cain, Why are you angry? Why are you dejected? If you act rightly, you will be accepted. But if not, sin lies in wait at the door. Its urge is for you, that you can rule over it. Cain said to his brother Abel, Let us go out in the field. When they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord asked Cain, Where is your brother Abel? He answered, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? God then said, What have you done? Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are banned from the ground, that opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. If you till the ground, it shall no longer give you its produce. You shall become a constant wonder on the earth. Cain said to the Lord, My punishment is too great to bear. Look, you have now banished me from the ground. I must avoid you and be a constant wonder on the earth. Anyone may kill me at sight. Not so, the Lord said to him. If anyone kills Cain, Cain shall be avenged 7 times. So the Lord put a mark on Cain, so that no one would kill him at sight. Cain then left the Lord's presence and settled in the land of the northeast of Eden. Descendants of Cain and Seth. Cain had intercourse with his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. Cain also became the founder of a city, which he named after his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Arad, and Arad became the father of Mehujael. Mehujael became the father of Methuselah. Methuselah became the father of Lamech. Lamech took 2 wives. The name of the first was Ada, and the name of the second was Zillah. Ada gave birth to Jabal, who became the ancestor of those who dwell in tents and keep livestock. His brother's name was Jubal, became the ancestor of all who play the lyre and the reed pipe. Zillah, on her part, gave birth to Tubal-Cain, the ancestor of all who forge instruments of bronze and iron. The sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. Lamech said to his wives, Ada and Zillah, hear my voice, wives of Lamech. Listen to my utterance. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for bruising me. If Cain is avenged 7 times, then Lamech 77 times. Adam again had intercourse with his wife, and she gave birth to a son, whom she called Seth. God has granted me another offspring in place of Abel, she said, because Cain killed him. To Seth, in turn, a son was born, and he named him Enosh. At that time, people began to invoke the Lord by name. Okay, so I'm gonna go and play Madden NFL 26.
It's in the game.
Community 95.99 overall LTD pack. So it looks like I'm gonna get something out of this. Let's see if we get a 99. It's a 9th edition. It's a 96 Plaxico BRS. So it's a 96. That guy's a good player too. He's a beast. So, I mean, I'll take that. Imagine I got a 99. That would have been... That would have been crazy. He's at 97 right there. That's good, okay. Oh, it's a 90 overall B&D draft player welcome fantasy pack. Trent McDuffie or what do you do with this? Are you upgrade him? Okay, I'm gonna get Egg Boca. Let me see if I could upgrade him. I think I could upgrade him, but I have to do it. I have those dropped upgrades. Alright, so we got Hail Mary pack. The only one is Adam Jones. I'll go quick sell for training. Let's see what else we get. Hail Mary pack. What do you think? 82 DJ Reader. Okay. Maybe I could get. Yeah, okay. Let's go on quick sell. These guys. It's a deep shot pack. Okay, so we got Ricky Purcell. I'll try selling. And then a Pat Bryant. Yeah. Okay. It's Russell Wilson. There's an 89 plus overall NFL draft player fantasy pack. Let's see what we get. '89 Alex Austin. Oh man, got a Teddy A. Buchanan. Oh man. That is crazy. 296 is just like that, bro. Nice. That's crazy. That's absolute craziness, bro. That's crazy. Kingsley and Agabert or something like that. It's free training. There's the one for like 97 plus NFL. I have to say, I'm gonna try to get one of them, but we're gonna have to see here. Alright, so how long have I been streaming for? Okay, so I'll play one game and I gotta end my live, okay guys? Because I gotta go walking some more. Well, no, not really. I can walk in the backyard. I can walk in the backyard for a little bit, but TikTok, if you haven't seen it, there's a video there. It's health issues. Let's put it that way. Health thing that I got to fix. Facebook, don't worry. I know your family and friends and not.
From the automotive capital of the world, we can look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth, and Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field?
The Facebook series.
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They're going play action. And the Lions are there to bring him down. This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. One drive in, and he's already.
You know why I look at the
couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
But at the same time, it's like I'm trying to get to that 1-10.
So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position. And it really is a spectacle, Kate. Anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. Still going past the 40. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Hill. Isn't that Taysom Hill? I think that's Taysom Hill, the quarterback for them. You know what I'm gonna do, chat? When I'm going on my walk, I'm gonna take this with me. I'm not sure if my mom got this Vaseline for me for Christmas. But I'm gonna take it with me. I'm gonna take that, and then I'm gonna take my water bottle because but I mean I could easily put that like in my pocket, and then I could have the
now
water
is
bottle
McManus to kick this away.
Full of water, so I stay hydrated.
On the return, here's Gibson.
It's weird
He's brought down just inside the 25. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time.
I get
Colts file out in the formation. Here comes first and 10.
Just to keep them safe. That's
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So I am going to go back and see
now from the 23.
And go see her.
They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson.
Come back.
Unable to get away
So I
from
probably
that
should.
tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
I mean, although I should be fine without that water bottle,
This is brought to a stop up at,
let's
say, the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless,
actually,
he took that snap as an opportunity.
I mean,
man, did he make an
water
impact
at the
play.
place, so if I need a water, get water then.
Slot man motioned over.
The best lane I
First
will
down,
run.
play action. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, the both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Third and long. They're going to throw. That's taken in by Henry.
You see that, though. You're trying to strip the ball, and then you can hit him.
22 out of that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
My guy. My guy with the long hair. There's two long hair. Never mind. Watch. Never mind. It's not going to show
I
it.
may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route.
I was trying to show it.
Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Ricky Luvu there for the tackle. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Chance here for one.
You know my favorite music to listen to off of Spotify, but not going to concerts anymore. I will not go to a concert.
Here, third down. Deep here for the end zone.
70s music.
And the defender comes away with it. And the Lions will take
70s
over as this
and
gets brought out
80s,
to the
but
20-yard
preferably
line.
70s music. 70s rock.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this.
Country music, not bad. I like country music. Thank you for the follow.
Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions
Country
in possession.
not bad. I like
They have it
country
following
music.
that interception on the final play of the first quarter. Taken in by Norvell. Has a hole left.
I'm no
Room to
school,
run.
so
At the 20.
an instrumental kind of
There it is. Touchdown,
saxophone,
Detroit.
trumpet, something like
The
that.
Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions.
So I am going for
lead to
another walk
14.
though when I get back. So I'm just gonna tell you all right now. Thank you for the like, by the way. Whoever did the like, thank you so much. Any update on new EA Madden and college football. Anyone know a thing about it? You said this MUT. Yeah, it is. It is MUT. It is Madden Ultimate Team. Yes, sir. It's Madden Ultimate Team. That's my.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Gibson.
Thanks
and
for
in
the
the
follow,
end, he's able to get
bro.
it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14.
Thank you for the comment as well.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Motion the tight end over. On 1st down, they'll start with Gibson. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Well, that run may not remove the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he slid off that guy. Oh, how do you hold on to that ball?
With a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts. Throwing is Hill. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way.
You guys going bananas on me, bro. Come on, man.
2nd and 3 now. Hill. He's keeping it. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting,
he doesn't really
run with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Man in motion, headed right. They go play action on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Hill to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
4 and 22. Are they going to do it past this one?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up 4th down. Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punted away.
Yeah, I'm going to take
this
for
one
my
sails
knees.
over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon.
Up to the races, middle of the field, into the red zone.
They weren't ready for that.
Get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions racing them to the halftime locker room.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Tom Brady just gets ignored, bro. Oh my gosh.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Colts offense getting one final possession here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Here's Hill now. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
He's back to throw. And he's not going to get something
This
done.
guy's
Take
nuts
him
for fun,
down.
man.
So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
At all times he got sacked, like he hasn't.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone.
I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Showing a little burst so far. He's a racing pass.
Oh, shoot, you see that guy? Oh, man, they're all blocking for me, too. That's it.
And he does. Touchdown.
Oh, one dude was going ham. He was going ham, all right. He was going
Well, we
beast
did
mode.
set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this second half. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Few set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
Back to throw, Hill. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
He was covered by Caden Ellis.
Back to throw, Hill.
Oh my gosh,
Step
he
up, and
missed
there he
his
goes.
tackle,
He
bro.
doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
They'll throw, third and long. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And this one doesn't go far.
These little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Lions and this running back headed back out for a new series.
Oh, we're going to try to pass
And
it
eventually,
to,
Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Dump off caught by his back.
Oh, there you go.
And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Second down, looking for options. Caught by his back. Past the 25, still on the move. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First down. First and 10 at the 38.
Now pressure coming. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! And they take this in for the score. The Lions push their lead further to start the half.
We hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Gibson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts are ready to take the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just
And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
he made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And gave him just enough room to run.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
This work begins at the 31. And a nice strong effort there on that return to take us to the end of this quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Third and long for him here.
Golly. Oh my gosh. Tom Brady's too fun for this guy.
And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That's going to be crazy.
The Lions readying for the punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. The Colts offense set to head out. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Colts trying to do some window dressing. Lions in the nickel. This is third down. Trying to throw this from the gun. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll start from the 39. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Lions returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go, sack.
Hand off to the back. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's go now. Check go.
On first down, they'll run. And they will be on the verge of a touchdown here, partners. He pushes this down to the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from the score was getting that contact.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Lions throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Gibson. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Now motion him out of the backfield. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Now Hill. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. They'll work against the blitz. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Brock, I know you're a big fan of referencing baseball. Well, I believe that was 3 sacks, and they're out. Or in this case, get off the field following that safety.
No, that's a good call right there. You want baseball, Kate? I'll give you baseball. You know what that was? That was the equivalent of an immaculate inning in baseball. 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, you're out. Back-to-back-to-back sacks. That's immaculate.
He'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Lions are running them out of the building. Everything has been working for them, Brock. One of their best games all around in a long while, and now that includes special teams as those guys take it to the house.
This just a good old-fashioned game of add-on, and he never gave his offense a shot. He wanted to do it himself, making sure the special teams got their chance to play a little add-on.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions.
Alright guys, I'm gonna get off for a little bit. Alright. I'll see you guys when I get back.